Welcome to Nature's Raw Challenge, where we explore the wild, witnessing the incredible bravery that exists within the hearts of loyal animals. Deep within the rugged landscapes of Colorado, nature prepares a storm that will test the courage of one very special Australian shepherd. Meet Blaze, a sharp and intelligent dog with instincts honed by generations of herding ancestors, always watching over his vast mountain territory. The sky turns a bruised purple as heavy clouds block out the sun, signaling a flash flood that can devastate everything instantly. As the freezing rain begins to pour relentlessly, the peaceful river below transforms into a raging monster, hungry to swallow the land. The water level rises with terrifying speed, tearing through the canyon and trapping anything unfortunate enough to be in its destructive path. Amidst the deafening roar of the storm, Blaze's sharp ears catch a faint and desperate sound that doesn't belong to the wind. Stranded in the middle of the chaos is an old Labrador, clinging to a slippery rock, fighting a losing battle against death. The old dog is exhausted and terrified, watching the water rise inch by inch, knowing he cannot hold on for much longer. Blaze barks loudly to let the stranger know he is not alone, but he realizes the current is too strong to swim. Driven by a desperate need to save a life, Blaze turns away from the river and sprints towards the nearest road for help. He reaches the road, where cars are speeding by, trying to escape the storm, oblivious to the tragedy unfolding in the river. Blaze chases after a pickup truck, barking with all his might, but the driver does not see him and drives away quickly. The red taillights fade into the mist, leaving Blaze alone on the wet asphalt. But he refuses to give up on the rescue. He runs to a nearby house where people are packing up to evacuate, hoping someone will notice his frantic behavior and help. He tugs at a stranger's pant leg, begging for attention, but the panicked man pushes him away, focused only on his own safety.
And whimpering.
Rejected once again, Blaze stands alone in the downpour. But the image of the drowning Labrador pushes him to keep searching. He spots a small, isolated cabin with a light on, his last hope in this desolate landscape to find a savior. On the porch sits Giz, a man who looks like he has carried the weight of the world on his tired shoulders. Blaze rushes up to him, barking urgently and running back and forth, trying to communicate the immediate danger nearby. At first, Giz just wants to be left alone and tries to shoo the dog away, thinking he is just a stray nuisance. But Blaze refuses to leave, looking deep into Giz's eyes with a soulful plea that pierces through the man's hardened exterior. Something in the dog's persistence sparks a realization in Giz, causing him to put out his cigarette and stand up slowly. Blaze wags his tail and leads the way as Giz grabs his old raincoat, deciding to trust this strange animal's instinct. Together, they plunge into the storm, the man following the dog through the darkening woods, unsure of what they will find. The path is treacherous and slick with mud, making every step a struggle, but Giz pushes forward, fueled by adrenaline. Thorny bushes tear at their clothes and fur, but neither the man nor the dog slows down as they race against time. Lightning tears the sky apart, illuminating the determination in Blaze's eyes and the growing exhaustion on Giz's face as they run. Suddenly, Blaze skids to a halt, his hackles rising as a low growl rumbles from his throat, sensing a new danger. From the shadows emerges a mountain lion, hungry and agitated by the storm, blocking their only path to the river. Giz freezes in terror, gripping his flashlight like a weapon, knowing that one wrong move could end his life right there.
Back!
The predator hisses and crouches low, muscles coiled and ready to strike, seeing the man and dog as easy prey. But Blaze does not retreat. He steps in front of Giz, barking ferociously to protect his human companion from the
Blaze,
beast.
I'm right here. Good boy.
The sheer bravery and volume of the dog surprise the mountain lion, causing the predator to hesitate
This is my territory.
and step back slightly. Finding his own courage, Giz joins the fight, shouting loudly and waving his arms to make himself look bigger and dangerous.
Stay back.
Realizing this fight is not worth the risk, The mountain lion turns and vanishes into the darkness, leaving them trembling. Giz takes a moment to breathe, looking at the brave
You
dog
saved me,
with
boy.
newfound respect, realizing this animal
Thank you.
just saved his life.
Blaze.
They
wait
rush
up.
forward
I
and
slipped.
finally
I
reach the riverbank,
Woof,
where
woof.
the scene is even worse
Keep close,
than Giz
Blaze.
could have ever
It's rougher
imagined.
ahead. Labrador.
He spots the old Labrador stranded on the rock.
No.
The freezing water
Hold on,
now
buddy, I'm coming
swirling
for you.
dangerously high around the poor animal's chest.
have to
Fear
do
grips Giz
this.
again as he looks at the
Never
deadly
make it.
current, doubting if he has the strength to make the rescue. Blaze barks at him relentlessly, his voice acting as a siren that cuts through Giz's
Blaze, what is it?
fear
What do you see?
and
Okay, come on.
demands
Lead the way.
immediate action.
All right.
Giz takes a deep
Here we
breath,
go.
ties a rope
Don't
around
let me
his
down,
waist,
old girl.
and secures the other end to a sturdy tree trunk.
Keep
With a
swimming.
scream of effort,
Must
he
reach the
plunges
rocks.
into the icy water, fighting the powerful
fight.
current that tries to sweep him away. The water pummels him, dragging him down, but he fights back to the surface, keeping his eyes fixed on the victim.
Hold on, boy.
On the
Blaze.
shore, Blaze
Stay on the
paces
bank.
frantically,
Stay.
barking encouragement to his human partner, acting
Hold
as
on,
the
boy.
emotional anchor for
Just
the
a little
mission.
further.
Giz finally reaches the rock, his
Whimpering,
hand trembling
anxious,
as he
panting.
reaches out to grab the collar of the exhausted, shivering dog. The old
Hold on,
dog
boy.
is too weak
I've
to
got
swim,
you.
so Giz
Stay
wraps
awake.
one arm
Just a
tightly
little
around
further.
him, promising he won't let go. The current tries to take them, but the rope
Just a
holds
little
firm,
further.
and Giz begins the grueling task of pulling them
Help,
back.
Bark.
Seeing the
Help me.
struggle, Blaze runs to the water's
Pull.
edge and
Pull me.
bites the rope, using all his strength to help pull them in.
Come on,
Man
boy.
and dog work in
One more
perfect
heave.
unison, fighting nature's
Hold on,
fury
boy.
to
I've
bring
got
the
ya.
shivering soul
Stay
back
awake.
to the safety
Just
of
a
land.
little further.
They
Come on,
collapse
boy.
onto the muddy
One
bank,
more heave.
gasping for air, completely exhausted
Panting and
but
whimpering.
alive, as the
We made it.
adrenaline
We're
begins to
safe.
fade away. Blaze immediately
safe
checks
now.
on them, licking
I'm glad
Giz's
you're
face
okay.
and nuzzling the old dog, celebrating the success
Good
of their
girl, Blaze.
dangerous mission.
Checking on your brother.
Giz sits up, wiping mud from his face, and
You
smiles at
saved me,
Blaze.
Blaze. Thank
A
you.
genuine smile
Thank
that
you.
hasn't been seen in years. The storm finally breaks, and the clouds part to reveal the first golden rays of sunrise, symbolizing
You're heavy, but
a
we're
new
almost there.
beginning. Giz gently carries the old dog to his truck, and Blaze
Good
hops
dog.
in beside
Safe
him,
now.
ready
All
to
right,
go
old
home
friend.
together.
Nice and cozy.
Back at the warm cabin, safe by the fire,
Good boy,
the three
Blaze.
survivors
Watch
share
over
a
him
meal.
now.
The bond between
glad
them
you're okay.
forever sealed. Giz
Almost
tends
done,
to
boy.
the old
Just a
dog's
little
wounds
more.
with gentle hands, finding a new sense of purpose in caring
There
for
we
another
go.
life.
All better now.
Blaze sleeps soundly at his feet, a true hero who proved that courage comes in all shapes and sizes.
Go get it, Blaze.
In the days that
Go, lad.
follow, the cabin is no longer lonely.
That's it, buddy. Get the
It
ball.
is filled with the joyful sounds of
Good
life
dogs.
and
Great job.
companionship. The old dog, now named Lucky, makes a full recovery, spending his remaining years surrounded by love and a new family. Giz looks out at the mountains, no longer seeing a place of isolation, but a home filled with memories of bravery.
Come here, boys.
The two dogs
see you
run to
both.
his side, and together they stand against
Yes.
the setting sun, a pack united by a storm. This story reminds us that true courage isn't about having no fear, but about facing it to help those in need.
Oh, I missed you, boy.
Blaze
so
teaches
much.
us that sometimes the greatest heroes have four legs, a wet
Happy
nose,
wines and
a
pants.
heart full of unconditional love. And for Giz, the storm brought him more than just a rescue mission.
Go get it, Blaze.
It brought him a
Go,
reason
lad.
to live again.
That's
As the
it, buddy.
sun
Get the
sets
ball.
over the Colorado mountains, we leave
Good
our
dogs.
heroes to
Great
enjoy
job.
their
Come here,
hard-earned
boys.
peace and their
Good to
new
see you
life.
both.
Thank you for watching Nature's Raw Challenge. Remember to subscribe for more inspiring stories of survival, courage, and the power of love.
Yes.